Hi, my name is Bidemi, your financial planner or your personal development coach. So today I'll be talking on mental strength. Mental strength. That's what I'll be talking about. I want I want to let you know that for anything to happen in life, you need to be mentally prepared for it. You need to be mentally prepared for it. So we'll be looking at what mental strength is. Micah Banza, so good to see you. How are you today? And how did your day go? So good. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today I said I'm going to be talking about mental strength. I want to ask you, how mentally prepared are you for life in general? How mentally prepared are you for your day-to-day activities, for your day-to-day goals and desires? How mentally prepared are you? Let's see. If you're there, just say hello so that I can welcome you. So I'm going to start straight away. So what is mental strength? What is mental strength? Mental strength is an ability to be mentally prepared for the days ahead. Mental strength is when you are mentally balanced. Is that strength you have mentally for you to be able to withstand the things that come. And mental strength is needed when, especially when things are not going the way you want it, especially when things, tough challenges of life are actually happening, when you can't seem to stand properly, when things have been, when life throws you blows, or the toughest times you can never imagine. That's when your mental strength is needed. That's when you need to be mentally balanced. So mental strength is about you being mentally prepared for the things to come. Being mentally prepared for the things to come. So how do you know someone who is mentally strong? How do you know someone who is mentally strong? Welcome, my sister Kendi Oluwayomi. How do you know someone who is mentally strong? One, a mental someone who is mentally strong um understands their emotions, their strengths, and their weakness. Welcome, Tosin. So good to see you. Someone who is mentally strong recognizes their emotions, strengths, and weaknesses. So I want to ask you today, do you recognize your strength? Do you know what you are strong at? Those things that you know that are your strength. In economics or in management, they usually say something about SWOT analysis. That's your strength, opportunity, weakness, and threat. So, do you know what your strengths are, and do you know what your weaknesses are? So, someone who is mentally balanced already has a proper idea of how their emotions runs, already have a proper idea of their strengths, and has a proper idea about their weaknesses. So one, remember, a mentally strong person understands his emotions, his strengths, and weaknesses. Number two, you become mentally strong by admitting your errors and taking responsibility for the challenges you face. Not everybody admits their errors. Some people cry over the past. Some people just keep on lamenting over what is happening, the challenges, the limitations. And that's not what life is all about. The truth is, life is going to throw you more blows. Life is going to really challenge you. But I want to ask you, how do you respond to it? How do you really respond to it? So if you want to know someone who is mentally strong, one, the person admits his errors. The person admits that, okay, this has happened. The person admits that this has happened. And number two, the person knows that there are barriers to cross. There are boundaries. There are like top fences he or she needs to cross. And so the person looks ahead. Mentally strong people don't live in the past. You don't live in your past. You live in the now, and you have a propeller for the future. Do you understand? So you live in the now, you live each day productively, and you have a propeller for the future. You look forward to things that are to come, and you don't lose hope just because of what you're going through. So admit your errors, but take responsibility for what you're going through. People who are mentally strong take responsibility. So are you taking responsibility for everything that is happening in your life now, or you are playing the blame game? If you find yourself playing the blame game, you need to be mentally alert. You need to be mentally strong. So remember the second point, that you need to admit your errors, and you need to look ahead, be hopeful for the future and the things that are to come. Number 3, mentally strong people are always seeking for, they know when they need help. They know when they need help. They know when they need help. Don't keep things to yourself. You might not be able to handle everything. Seek mentors if you have to. Seek people that you can talk to if you have to. Speak to yourself if you have to. But people who are mentally strong know their limits. They know their boundaries. They know when they need to speak to someone, because they know themselves. They have a proper understanding of who they are. So my question for everybody watching me today is, who are you? Who are you? Do you know yourself? Do you know when you are weak? Do you know when you are strong? For example, some people, if they are very weak, maybe they are emotionally weak or they are mentally down, what they do is they might switch on a motivational video, just to make them know that those things will come and go. So do you really know yourself? And if you need to speak to someone, please do. Write someone, talk to someone. The mistake we can make is to think that we know it all, or we can always handle everything on our own. No, it doesn't work like that. You can talk to someone, and someone will be able to help you. Number 4, people who are mentally strong are always learning. People who are mentally balanced, they are always learning. Always, every day they spend, at least in a day, I know they spend, if not more than 2 hours, 3 hours learning something new. Life is so boring without new things. Life is so boring without knowledge. Life is so boring if you don't grow on a daily basis. As much as physical food is to the body, also spiritual food to nourish your mind, to garnish your mind, to garnish your mindset, to be able to ensure that you are in the right frame of mind is very important. So people who are mentally strong know that to learn is life. You need to learn every day. It's very important. And number 5, let me give you number 5, is that people who are mentally strong know that tough times don't last. Trust me. People who are mentally strong have a mindset, a worldview, a perspective that tough times don't last. But the only people that last, people who are tough. When I say tough, I'm not saying in terms of people who are, I'm not talking about the physical. Because you can be physically strong and mentally you are weak. So tough times don't last. Tough times don't last. Tough times don't last. If you're listening to me, always note that tough times don't last. So you need to switch yourself to the right frame of mind. That the only people that last are people who are mentally tough. People who are strengthened mentally. People who know that they are prepared for life. So are you prepared? Are you prepared for the toughest of life? Are you prepared for the things that are to come? So one of the ways you need to do that is by learning on a daily basis. Renew your mind. Some people could be by praying. Some people could be by reading the Bible. Some people could be by listening to people. But feed your mind on a daily basis. Feed your mind with good food, with nourished food. That is really going to help you a lot. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you've been able to learn something. I'm going to be out on Saturday again, sharing some financial tips on how you can go about your finances. And I'm sure your world will be better. So those things that if you know that you're not mentally strong, Get up and do what you need to do, and on a daily basis, feed your mind. You will find that things that move other people, things that make people weak, they don't make you weak. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me greet everybody. Welcome, Chris BM, my cousin Dre. So good to see you today. My brother Tibet Justus, thank you so much, and thank you so much for coming to the conference. It was so good seeing you. Thank you so much for always showing up. Tosin, so good to Queen Tosin, so good to see you, and thank you so much for listening to me. My sister Kende Oluwayomi Olatunji, so good to see you, and Malaika Ben Banza, so good to see you. And I leave you with this note: no matter what happens, be strong, and know that tough times don't last, and the only people that last are people who are mentally tough and people who are mentally strong. No matter what happens, you're going to come out. You are going to come out. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much, Chris BM. Thank you so much for saying I had a beautiful speech today, and thank you so much. I so much appreciate it. Bye and God bless. And please eat your share button. Just eat your share button so that people can know that they can listen to this. But just eat your share button. Please share this. Bye. From our heart, I celebrate you.